Started now. I think so. Everyone were there on the first session again. So today, what we are going to see is all about Python. And let me just give me a second. Okay. Can everyone see what I'm writing?
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay. I hope everyone can see it. As anyone is not able to see my screen, just let me know quickly. Okay. Is anyone who is not able to see my screen? Guys, if everyone is able to see my screen, can you just guys, everyone can just give a yes.
Yes, we can see.
Yes,
Done.
sir.
Okay. Now, okay. First question to everyone. What where all right now Python is using? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone name where Python is used in real life? In real life, where is Python is getting used? Can anyone give me a just any answer? Any answer? It is using in. I'll give you first hint is it is using in Instagram as an backend. Now it is using in Instagram. Next, anyone think where it is getting used?
LLMs.
LLMs. Okay, come on. It is getting used everywhere, guys. You can give. I need at least 10 answers.
Web development.
Web development, great. Other than web dev,
Machine learning.
machine learning,
Data
very good.
analyst.
Visualization.
Data analytics, visualizations,
Scripting.
scripting, good. Any other
Testing.
answers?
Software testing.
Software testing, good.
Game develop.
Game
In
develop,
robotics.
sorry,
Robotics.
robotics. Okay, we'll just add here robotics. So as of now, you guys know everywhere that Python is getting used, right? Now we need to understand is basically what is Python. Why in every field Python is getting used. So when you guys if you guys know about Java, Java is basically used for software development majorly. Java is used for testing majorly, but not for Java is not used for LLM. Java is not used for data analytics. Java is not used for machine learning. Java is not used for visualization. Why? Now there is a simple example where Python. Now if I just tell you about Java, if I am writing a hello world code, right? In Java, I need to write 5 lines of code. I'll show you. When I share the Google Colab, I'll show you that how we write a code in Java, which gives you output of hello world. But now let me just swipe here, where if I want to write hello world in different languages, let's consider in different languages. For Java, I need to write 5 lines of code, minimum 5 lines of code. In C, this is about Java. In C, I need C language. C is also language, guys. So in C, I need to write, let's consider same 5, 6 lines of code. But if I map this in Python, I'm just writing 1 line of code, only 1 line. Now, do you guys accept that once when Python came, Python had made developers' life easy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Only two people think,
Yes, sir.
right? Now, 1 second, guys, 1 second. Just a second. Just give me a second. Just getting out. Yes. Okay. Now Python is getting written in one line. Now why Python is getting written in one line? So there are few simple definitions you need to understand. Python is a high level programming language. High level programming language. Now what is high level, what is low level? We'll go in depth. Now as of now, you just need to understand what was happening when a Java and a C was written in 5 lines of code. That is your low level, and Python is a high level. Python was developed with the person named called Julio Van Rossum in 1989. But the whole story is Python got officially as a date of birth of Python. If you ask me, date of birth of Python is 20th Feb 1991. This basically 2 years that person used to work in National Research Institutes in Netherlands. He has spent it everything to make public. It has taken 2 years, and the official date of birth, if you ask me, of Python is 20th Feb. Now Python is recommended right now to any university, anyone, as a first level programming language for beginners. Now when I told you about Java, so Java, basically we have a syntax called, you don't need to worry about the code I am writing. You just need to see in Java, if I want to print hello world, now this is public class hello world. I'll take public static void main strings args, and then I'll close this, and then I'll open. I'll just close this, and then I'll open. I'll tell system.out.println hello world. This is your typical Java code. Now, in tips of Python, if I want to write the same, what I'll write, print. I'll open this braces called hello world. Close. This is as simple. So the whole example which I want to tell you is why Python is been recommended. Python is, first thing is simple and easy to learn. So Python is a simple programming language where we read Python program, we can feel like reading English statement. Now, don't you guys feel this is an English statement? Hello world. Boss, I'm just calling someone. Hello, hello Abhay. Hello Ananya. It's just a word, and that's what I'm doing. It's very simple and easy to learn. And second is it is freeware. Freeware means free to download, and it is open source. You don't need to worry about it. And Python is a high level. So being a programmer, we are not required to concentrate on any low level activities like how memory is getting stored. Now what happens in Java? So when you see this line, this gets stored in an object. This gets basically it stores in a memory, and this memory will store in a heap memory, something like this. Then it is a static memory, lot of words, lot of things in Java. But when you see in Python, you don't need to worry. It is basically high level. You don't need to worry about any memory storage, that how it is getting stored. You don't need to worry about it. How it will secure your data. You don't need to worry about it. Everything is taken care. So that's why we call it as a high level programming language. Now the next is it is portable. Now what is portable? So Python programs are portable. You can say in such a way that we can migrate from one platform to another platform very easily, and you will not face any problem in that. What does that means? Now let's consider we have one platform. Let's consider we are using VS Code or something. Or let's consider not let's consider a typical example of one desktop. Now if I am using a normal computer, your school labs computer. Now, once if I'm going from a school lab computer to my MacBook, I don't need to worry about my code, how it will work. It will work in same way. In Java, what happens is, and you don't need to download any other software other than Python. In Java, what happens is you need to download the JDK. You need to configure the JDK in your path. You need to do all these setups, and then upon that, the version issues will start coming. Version problems will start coming. In Python, if you just install the right version, the whole problem is sorted. There is no other problem you will be facing. After this, Python is the biggest point is Python is procedure oriented and program and object oriented. So basically object oriented programming happens in Python. Now, what is object and procedure? So Python language supports both procedure oriented. Procedure oriented were supported with the languages like C. If you have heard anyone have heard about a Pascal language? Pascal was also a language. And your object oriented is basically your C++, your Java. Now Python supports both the things. It's a combination. And this combination is something makes Python really special. Guys, everyone understood this 5 major advantages of Python? Anyone have any doubts in this? Guys, are you there? Any doubts? If not, just give me a quick yes, everyone.
Yes, please make it interactive. It will be easy for him to understand that you are getting into what he's speaking.
Guys, come on. You don't need to force yourself. Come on. You just need
No
to
doubt.
make no doubts. Okay, just be clear so that we can directly jump into our Google Colab. Now, anyone knows what is Google Colab? Anyone knows what is Google Colab, guys? Guys, if you didn't interact, I'll start asking you questions. So it's easy, right? We are just saying we are just in the first class where I want everyone to participate. If you don't participate, if you're being quiet, you will not even understand. Okay, Hussein doesn't know what is Google Colab. Okay. Now, Python can be executed in multiple ways. One is you install Python directly. If you go here, Python, if you search welcome to Python, you will get a download option here and you can directly download. And if you click on download, you can download Python from here. Now, if you don't want to download Python from here, what you need to do is you just need to search or something called Google Colab. It is an online platform for you guys to run your Python code. You just need to go to colab.google and there you will see a tab called new notebook. You can, once you click on new notebook, let me open a new notebook for you guys. It will take some time, hardly a minute's time or something. And then it will give you a notebook, something like this. This is where you can start writing your code directly. This is where you can start writing your code directly. Now, we were saying something called print hello world, right? Now, if I just write this code which I want to write, and if I just click on this play button, it will automatically run the code. It will take that first when you try, you'll see it will be something called connecting. Here, if that it is showing as connecting, wait, just wait. The collab is getting loaded. Once the collab is loaded, you will automatically have an access and it will give an output. So this is how you can run your syntax. Now, once you understand a basics of Python, guys, can anyone tell me now if the notes are not there? What are the advantages of Python? Quickly, can anyone tell me?
It's open source, sir.
Right,
We can
open.
really integrate From
Right.
one system to another system.
Hmm.
It's a object oriented, which is object oriented and structure oriented, both supports.
Right. Right, Dattatreya? Yes. Come on, guys. Is Dattatreya is the only one who is learning?
It's easy to write a code.
Right. Good, Pawan. We have
It is
discussed two more.
secure.
Right, Chandani. Right. It is secure.
It is a
And
high-level programming language.
right, Priya. It's a high-level programming language. So I hope this guys fit this in your mind because this is very, very much important. Okay. Now what we are going to see is something called identifiers. It's a very basic concept. Something called identifiers. And I'll just tell you, if you want to write something in Google Colab and you don't want it to give an error, a normal text or something, you can write in this way. Just put a hash. Hash is nothing but if you put hash before whatever you are writing, it is commented. It will not execute. Okay. Now coming to identifier. A identifier is something called, you can consider a variable name. Now what is variable? Now if I want to type a equals to 10. Now this a equals to 10. So whenever I want to call this a, basically I'll get an output of 10. Now let's see if I execute this. If I just execute this and if I just tell print a, I'll get value as 10. Why I'm getting the value of 10? It's simple as that. A is something called, now if I tell Abhay equals to data science. Now whenever you type Abhay, it will print data science itself. That is something called identifiers or a variable name. You can consider anything. Now there are some rules to define identifiers. The only allowed characters in Python are alphabet. That is something your low level and high level. Your digits. If I just the allowed, let me just write it for you. So the only allowed characters in Python are your alphabets, your low level, uppercase or lowercase, your digits, and underscore symbol. You guys have seen underscore symbol, right? I think so. You would have seen many in Instagram. Anyone's profile, if they don't have their name value available, they will put underscore underscore underscore, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is something called, these are the only allowed characters in Python. Now let's consider if I just type cash equals to 30, this is allowed. But if I type CA and if I just put $hash equals to 20, this is not allowed. If you say it is giving me error, what is giving me error? This dollars statement must be separated a new line or a semicolon. Basically, it is showing invalid characters. I can't put a $sign. Now I can't even put something. If I put let's consider total 1, 2, 3, it is valid. Anything starting by alphabet is valid. So the second rule of identifiers is identifier should not start with digits. It can start with it should start with alphabet itself. If I put 1, 2, 3 equals to total, and if I put 50, this is not right. You can see this is again giving me error. Getting? Identifiers are case sensitive. Now, if I write something called total equals to 100, okay, and if I write sorry, I just executed this. If I write total, I'll just write caps total equals to 999. This is valid. But now if I just show you, okay, let me just do one thing. I'll just copy this into a new line. I just take this out. I'll just put this here. Now if I just executed this, if I just write print total and print total, guys, can anyone tell me what will be the output for the first one?
100.
Right. And what will be the output for the second one?
909. Sorry, 999.
Right. Now can anyone tell me why?
Because it's case sensitive, right?
Right.
So
Very. So Python is case sensitive, where you write capital total or small total, Python will consider this as a two different identifier itself. Getting? So there are what rules we have discussed now. One is identifier should be have alphabets. It should start with alphabet. Numeric can't be started. And if identifier is starts with underscore, now let's consider underscore total. It is valid. If I put 500, it is valid. See, I don't got an error. But the only thing is, if I put underscore in the starting, it will consider that it is private. What is private, public, we'll discuss later. Just understand this. If I put anything, if I put first letter as underscore, it is a private identifier. Okay. Next, the third one was identifier should not start with digits. Identifier is case sensitive, and there is no length or limit for Python identifiers. You can put as many as lengthy, but you should keep it in a logical wise. That's it. And your dollar symbol is not allowed. Only symbol that is allowed is underscore. Okay. Now, okay, let me just give you a few things. Can anyone tell me, is this a valid identifier? Is this valid?
No.
Valid, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Can anyone tell me why it's valid?
Valid,
It's
sir.
starting with symbol underscore
Right.
and alphabet.
Very true. Okay. And see, I'll just tell you once again, I'll just repeat it. Anything that starts with underscore is a valid identifier or a variable. Just it is private. Okay. Now, is this a valid identifier? Is this a
Yes,
valid
sir.
identifier?
It is valid, sir.
yes,
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is
is valid, sir.
Now, is it valid?
No.
Not valid, sir.
no,
It's not.
Good.
Not valid.
Now, I'll just put, is this valid identifier?
No, sir, it's a keyword.
Right. Now, the next thing that we are going to learn is keywords. That is keywords, reserve words, and everything. Okay. Now, what is keywords? There are 33 keywords in Python. Okay. You need to put a ratta on this. I'm telling you guys. Anyone, if I make sure, if I wake up you at 4 a.m. in the morning and ask you what are the 33 keywords, you should able to tell it. Okay. Now we are going to write one by one. The first keyword is true, false, none. I'll just write down and I'll tell you why it is given. And, or, not, is, if, elif, else, while, for, break, continue, return, in, ild, try, except, finally, raise, assert, import, as. Okay, I'll just continue in the next line. Class, def, pass, global. The next one, non-local. How much we are done? 3, 6, 9. Last 3. Lambda, del, with. So now whatever this 33 words you are seeing, right? These are all reserve words. What we'll say? Reserve words or keywords. So what is reserve words or keywords? We'll see. Now, every programming languages, now let's consider in such a way that someone called Ajay. Ajay took a birth in this world. Now, the word Ajay in his life is reserved for himself, right? Now, for what happens when Python got into the place, in Python, they some words are there which is already had some meaning. You can't use these words other than that meaning. But it represents some meaning or functionality. These such types of words are called keywords or reserved words. So all reserved words in Python contains only alphabet symbols. If you're saying there is no number. Okay. Now this words true, false, none, and or not. This is what if I'm saying. When I was using if, you can see there is a button and the color is purple. Only because if I put if equals to 20, it gives me error telling that boss, if is already an keyword. And if it is a keyword, you can't assign anything other than what it is actually meant for. And you just need to remember this word, because tomorrow if someone asks in interview, can we use if as an identifier? You should tell no, that is a keyword. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. I want everyone to read these keywords in their mind. Time starts now. Okay, guys, everyone have seen this? Okay, now let me just put some. Let me do one thing. I'll just put one more right. Let me just take this off. Okay, now I'll just put in this one line. One second. Okay. Okay. Now can anyone tell anyone tell me anyone? I need there are I think so there are we have somewhere around good people, somewhere around 53 people. I need 33 keywords. Can anyone tell me one keyword? I'll just give you 1 minute.
True.
Okay.
False.
False.
While.
Return.
Go ahead, go
And
ahead, go ahead.
If.
if
Hmm.
Else.
and if else
With.
while definition with and
Asset.
then
Return.
break
Continue. And
class as
or
Done. Okay.
Yield.
Stop. Done. Is it clear now to everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's a.
Okay. Now this was important. This was an interview question. Here and there, if you go with any Python uh, highly focused JD, this is the first question that will uh, continue can be a identifier very well. Can if I just they will put a scenario question in such a way that I'll create an identifier some with a name called pass, and I'll assign some 200 to that, and I'll create one more variable called global and I'll assign 500 rupees for that. And if I just put pass plus global, can I get 700? So what is your answer for this?
can
Guys,
you
what is
repeat the question? I
I
didn't get.
okay, I'll just write it down. If let me just put in this, if there are two variables, one is pass equals to 200 and global equals to 300, and if I did pass plus global, what is my output, guys?
I think error.
Error, sir.
Right. And this is what you need to tell to the interviewer as well, because pass and global are
Keywords.
Keyword.
Right. So pass and global are keywords. That's the reason keywords can't be used as an identifier. Good. Now the same thing we are going to say with data types. Okay. What is data types? How many data? I'll tell you guys that. You don't need. So data type represents a type of a data inside that variable. Now we were writing a equals to 10. A is a variable that everyone got to know now. Now what is this 10? This 10 is a data type and this is getting stored as an int. So in Python, we have somewhere around 14 data types actually. Okay. Starting with int, float, complex, bool, string, bytes, bytes array, a range, list is there, tuple is there, set, frozen set, dict is there, none is there. Now you don't need to worry about all these things. You will not use maximum of this. You are going to use few of this. Say, like int, float, boolean, list, tuple, set. But there are 14 data types. That is what you need to understand. Now, whenever I put a equals to 10, 10 is nothing but int. 10 is nothing but int data type. So if we can use int data type, it represents whole numbers like 10, 20, something. Now, how you want to check? Now, if I put a equals to 10 and if I put type of a, it will automatically print int. So whatever it is, you just need to put, if you want to check which data type it is, you just need to put type. If you put type, it will tell you that which type this is. This is called int. Now, second is float. Now, if I just put 10.2, it will automatically change to float. Float is something, anything which has decimal value. Okay, anything which has decimal value will be considered as a float. Okay. Now, what is complex? Now, what is complex data types? See, complex data types are something, if you guys, you would have seen in maths, when you're learning this math subject, something called 3 to 5j. Now, this j is nothing but an imaginary number. This is nothing but complex data type. Now, you can perform complex data types, you can perform addition, multiplication, everything for that. It's a more than a float you can consider. Now, what is Boolean? Boolean is something called what keywords you learn. True. If
True or
a
false?
right, if a equals to true, it is Boolean. If a equals to false, it is Boolean. Now, one thing guys, you need to notice, if I put a equals to true, it will automatic, if I just don't use the thing a equals to true gives me an error, because capital T is something you need to follow. If you are not following a capital T, basically you are calling a string, and string called can't be called without a double quotes. Your error is gone now. Now, what is this data type? If I just put print, sorry,
String
type
data.
of a, it will give me
String.
str, that is string. String is a data type. Now, whatever, so there are actually, it's not compulsory you need to put in double quotes. String can be represented in single quotes as well. Now, if I just put single quotes, it will give me still string. Single quotes, double quotes, any quotes, single or double, you just need to put that in quotes to tell to your system that boss, this is a string. Now, there is one more thing. If I put this into 3 double quotes, 3 quotes basically. Now, this is something called multi-line. So if whenever, now if I want to write something called true, false, boss, string is danger. And if I put type in, it is string. But if I just put one quote, something called like this, it will give me an error. Here only it will give me error. See, it is telling that, boss, if you are putting in one line, you can do whatever. If you are using multi-line, please make sure you have 3 quotes. Whatever you are doing in multi-line, please make sure you have 3 quotes. If you don't have 3 quotes, just put in one string in one box. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Pakka, is this clear? Any confusion in this? Now, if I put something called a equals to 1.34, and if I put type of a, what is the type?
Float.
Float.
If I put
Float.
this,
Float.
Float.
if I put this,
Boolean.
Boolean.
and if I put this,
Error.
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 and how to solve this error?
Double quotes.
Capital letter.
Double quote.
Capital T.
Capital letter to make it Boolean. If you just
Boolean.
want to use the same thing, you just need to put in quotes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you got a basic understanding of what is variables, what is data types. Now the third thing which we are going to learn is something called, one second guys, let me just drink water. Okay. Now the third thing you want, before going to next data type, what we are going to see is data types versus immutability. What is immutability? Now, all fundamental data types are immutable. What is immutable? Let's understand this. So, I'll just write it the definition. So, once we create, we cannot
Change.
any change in that object. You need to understand this. This is very important. If we are trying to change, then with those changes, a new object will be created. If we are trying to change, a new object will be created. This behavior, this non-changeable behavior is called immutability. Okay, now what I'll show you. Now, if I put a equals to 10, in backend, what happens is there is in backend, there is one object that has been already created, which is storing this, this value of 10. This value of 10. Okay. Now, if I want to create one more object of a equals to 20, okay, in this situation, in our backend, there will be one more object getting created. So how many objects we have now for a?
2.
Right. Now this is something called immutable. But this is, you can consider a problem as well and a benefit as well. Now, if you want to see an example, let's consider a equals to 10, and I'll just change this b equals to 10. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me, is a is b is basically means it has the same you can consider a value, is the same object.
I think yes, sir.
Right? If we see, the answer is false. Can anyone tell me why?
Because it has a space.
Right. Now, if I execute this, Why? It's still false. Can anyone tell me reason?
Because the keyword is different.
No. Now let's see. I'll show you the answer. The answer is, what is the ID of A? 1075834. What is ID of B? 1075824. Now go back and see what we have written. In backend, there is one object that has already been created, which is storing the value of 10, that is A. If I want to create one more object which is storing the same value, in this situation, the backend will create one more object. Means now you are getting the definition. For A, it has already one created an object of this much. And for B, it will not create the same object. It will go and it will change one more object. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now, if it is A, now if I do, I'll just change this and I'll just do type of A. And I'll just do type of A again. Is the same object I'm getting? I'll just change the value. A equals to 30. Is the same object? Now what happened? We just updated a value of a same variable which was created before itself. But what we did, we just updated that object, and updation can happen in the same variable. But if you want to create one more variable and if you want to assign some same value, there will be a new object that will be created. Now let me just show you using our black screen. Let me just share my screen. Is my screen visible now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now if you see here, A equals to 10. This is our backend. This is our Python backend. Okay. In this, it has already been stored now that A equals to 10 boss. Boss, I have stored this A equals to 10 now. I'm not changing this. Now, whenever there is a new variable that is getting created with the same value, if the value is same, Python doesn't care. Python doesn't care. Python tells that boss, the variable is different. I will store in another box. But if I want to update this value, A equals to 10 cancel, I just want to update 30. Now what we'll do, our backend won't create one more, one more object and tells that boss, okay, I will store equals to 10 as well, A equals to 30 as well. No, our backend tells boss, I'm not going to store this another line. I'm just going to update this 10 to 30. Understood now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in
Yes,
this
sir.
case, the ID remains the same. ID of A equals to same. So this is a sample use case of our how a variable will store our data. Now coming back to our Google Colab. So this is something called immutability. Now we'll just go with bytes. What is bytes data type? Now bytes tells you that, let's consider when x is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40. Now what is, we have written, I think so we have written 3-4 variables. Now what is different here in what I've written? Can anyone tell me?
It's a array, sir. List of.
Right. And how you are considering this as an array?
We are storing multiple values in like multiple
In
uh,
square
in byte.
In one variable. One variable.
Right. But how we are storing? We are storing using square braces. That is the most important part in this. This braces. If I am not using these braces, Will I get an error?
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
No,
It
sir.
is. Now, what is the type of X here? Can anyone tell me?
String, sir.
Is tuple. Now, anything, if I'm not storing in braces, okay, anything, if I'm not storing in braces, that is, if I just put, now it will become as list. Okay.
Yes.
Now, okay. Now we'll go list tuple, we'll go one by one. Now, how to see in bytes? B equals to, I need to call my variable of bytes. I need to put it in, just need to send this X. Now X says the 10, 20, 30, 40 in the list format. I want in the bytes format. I need to put that X to tell that boss, I need in bytes and let's store this in B variable. Now if I execute and if I execute type of B, I'll get as bytes. Now if I want to see print B, okay, B of 0, what will be the output?
10.
Right. B of 2,
30.
right. Now how this is going to be stored? Let me show this now. This is what you need to understand, guys. This is basics of Python. Now if you get this, I think so your most of the journey will be half solved. Okay, everyone can see my screen, black screen.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me just type here X equals to 10, 20, 30, 40. Now what happens? The indexing works in Python in such a way that whatever you have written is a first variable. This is 0th variable. Whatever you have written on the second position, this is first. Python will consider this as first. Third position, Python will consider this as second. Fourth position, Python will consider this as third. Got my point? 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, whenever what I did, I just told I will call bytes. Bytes is an, you can consider as an keyword, where whenever I call bytes, I need to tell that boss, boss, I want this X to be in the data type of bytes. So what I'll do, B will tell that boss, call bytes and just put X into that. Just put X into that. So once I put X into that, whenever I want to print B of 0, why square braces? Because our list are basically the numbers are in the list, and I've converted to bytes. Bytes also uses square braces itself. Bytes don't use curly braces. Bytes also use square braces. So print of B. So what is print of B here? What is 0th position, guys?
10.
10.
What is print of B of 4? Can anyone tell me?
No 4 there.
Error, sir.
Error.
This is error because we don't have the fourth variable. Fourth variable is empty. We will get an error. So is this clear? Now if I've told you y equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now what is print of y of 10th? Can anyone tell me?
Error, sir.
Error.
Errors.
Right.
Error, right?
Now what is print of 7?
80.
80.
80.
80.
Sure, guys.
Yes, sir.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 80. What is print of -1?
100.
100.
Okay, now I will not tell you this answer. we will see this. Okay. Now we were told answer, you are well prepared, but let's see this concept where how we can get how the slicing works. Okay. This concept is called slicing of string. Okay. Now what?
In decreasing order.
Sorry.
In decreasing order, I think reverse order. I think in reverse order.
Nilesh, you're talking to me?
I want to say that I think it print in reverse order.
Acha, right. It will go in reverse side. Now that's what we are going to see. Now we will see slicing. Okay. Now slicing usually happens with strings. Okay. Slicing usually happens with strings. No, can anyone tell me when you what is slice for you? It can just give me layman language. Ki, now a mango, once I cut a mango, one slice will come. This is one slice for you. What is slice for you guys in your in your daily life? When you take a slice, what slice you take? Slice or a bite or something. I eat one piece
Pizza, sir. Pizza slice.
pizza slice. Good, that right. Any examples?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah. So now whatever. Now let's consider there is a word called. Let's take a word called Abhay. Now S is equals to Abhay. Now can anyone tell me what will be of S of 0? What is S of 0 is?
A, sir.
Now what is S of -1? Can anyone tell me?
Y,
Y.
sir.
A.
Hmm?
Y,
A.
sir.
Y.
S of -1 is Y. Now what you're saying A, B, H, A, Y. If you go in this order from the starting, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you want to go with negative number starts from the last digit. So it's -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. The whole point is when you go from starting, it starts from 0. When you come from backside, it starts from -1. Getting my point? Is this clear? Now, if I just put
Yes, sir.
S of 0, we get an output of A. But if I put -1, I am also getting a Y. So basically, A is 0th, but once I comes, 0 is not there. So only for going forward, once I start the digit, it consider as an first digit is 0th. Once I am coming back, it will consider as an -1. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, I just
Yes,
want
sir.
you to take 1 minute
Yes,
and
sir.
go now. Just whatever we have thought, I just want you to go 1 minute and ask me if you have any questions. Any questions, guys? Come on. Take it. Now, I'll ask you questions. Okay. Can anyone tell me what are variables in Python?
Variables are placeholders where we can store the values.
Great, Dattatra. Anyone who wants to tell? What are variables, guys? You can tell in
It's a
your language.
container where we can store the data.
Good, Achyut. What is data types in Python?
Int,
Define the
float.
type of data.
Right. It defines the type of data.
Inside a variable.
Right. How how do you check which type of data it is?
Type of data. sir. Type using type keyword.
Type keyword. Very true. Now, if I want to check which type of data it is, I just need to use type keyword. I just need to use type keywords. What are keywords in Python? Go ahead.
Keywords
What are
33.
keywords in Python?
What are
Keywords
the
are
keywords?
No, what I'm asking you, what are keywords? What are the keywords now? I'm just asking you, what are keywords?
While
True,
with
false,
Reserve word.
non, and.
No, 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 no,
And
no, no.
or
Guys, wait. I'm
No
telling.
definition. What is
Reserve-
keywords?
Keywords. What are keywords? I'm not asking you which are the keywords. I'm asking you what are keywords?
reserve words.
Reserve words that have special meaning in Python. Okay. Now go ahead. Which are the keywords we have?
float, int,
33. True, false.
Go ahead, go
while
ahead, go ahead,
with
go ahead.
with
Break
Then
condition.
it's if,
And
else, while, for,
global
global.
definition,
return,
Non-local.
yield,
pass, with,
Hmm.
del,
As try.
in, return, continue, try,
Good. Good, Sasigala.
class.
I still there are 13 keywords remaining. I'm counting everyone which you guys are telling me. There are still 13 keywords that are remaining.
Lambda,
well,
non-local,
lambda,
Try,
pass,
Hmm.
boolean,
Non-local,
Hmm.
Else.
lambda,
Hmm.
As,
Good.
continue,
with,
Good.
match,
import,
There is
raise,
one keyword
break,
which is
break,
while,
raise,
break,
for, break,
Pass.
case,
return, yield, try,
good. There is one more keyword. I'm thinking you
class,
guys are doing chat GPT now. Okay.
except,
class,
finally,
Asset.
asset.
Yeah, okay, stop. Now I heard you everyone. The only one keyword which you guys are not telling, that is del. Del is also a keyword. Remember this. Okay. Now let's now these were some basic interview questions for you guys. Now we'll go somewhat one step that we have already discussed. Okay, what is the difference between mutable and immutable in data types? What is the difference between
sorry,
what is the okay
Immutable, we can
immutable?
change the values. Immutable, we cannot change the values
change
once
the value.
Right, Dekshita. Very true. Very good. And if I am changing a value, will it create a new object or it will update in the same object?
It will update in the same object.
Right, Sachikala. Very good. And if I've created A equals to 10 and B equals to 10, will it update in the same object or it will create a different object?
Different
A
object.
different object.
different object, sir.
Very good. Okay. Now I'll just write for equals to 5. Is it a right keyword?
No, sir.
No,
no,
no sir,
because it's a
It's a
keyword, not a variable.
Right. Now, if I just put for A, is it a right keyword?
yes
yes,
sir,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys sure?
Yes, sir.
yes sir,
Pakka?
yes sir,
Yes, sir.
God promise, mother promise.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, if I put if x equals to 10, is it a right keyword?
Yes, sir.
yes sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if I put x equals to hello, which data type it is getting stored?
string,
It's string.
Sure.
yes sir,
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, if I put in this
String.
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 Pakka.
Pakka.
Yes, sir.
Other
String,
promise.
sir, pakka.
Mother promise.
Okay. Now if I put this,
Float.
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 good. Now let me do one thing. Okay. If A equals to 1, 2. Now can you tell me what is the type of this?
List.
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 Array.
List or
Array.
what? Which one?
List.
List, sir.
List.
Now if I put this again, B equals to 1, 2. Now can anyone tell me, is A equals to B?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
said no. No,
Yes, sir. A equal to equal. A is
No.
not equal to B.
no, not equal because it's
Good.
not equal
Because
Okay.
It is
because
equal
because
it's
it's
a
to.
stored in
different
different
ID.
object.
Wait,
Why?
wait. Now we will go one step back. Now we will see what is before this, before jumping into this, before you guys fighting me, before you scold me, we'll see what is equals to and what is double equals to. Okay. Till now everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to see what is equals to and what is double equals to. Now double equals to will assign something. Now till now we used to use A equals to 10, A equals to 20, total equals to 100. We were using single equals to. What does single equals to? Single equal to just tells that, boss, this is variable and the right side will be my value. So whatever the value is, I'll assign to that variable. Okay. Now double equals to tell that, no, I'm not here for assigning. I will tell you, is right side equals to left side? Is right side equals to left side? And the only, you can see the magic it is, it will not, double equals to will not check the variable. It will check the value. Now, can you guys tell me, is it true or false?
True, sir.
True. True.
True, sir.
Right. Now, what will be an answer for print A is B? Can anyone tell me?
False.
True, sir.
Pakka,
Yes, sir.
think of it, think of it.
True.
True.
True, sir.
If I just told you think of it, you'll change the answer, huh?
No, actually it's in a list. It's
Hmm.
not an integer, so I think it's true.
Sir,
Hmm.
because we are using object, we are comparing object, right, sir? So that was, it's not true, I think.
Sure,
Yes, sir.
the answer will be false.
False.
Can anyone tell me why it is false now?
We are comparing ID, sir, object ID.
Right. Then if you are knowing, then why you told true?
Sir, I said false only for study.
Good. So this is a basic definition of equals to, double equals to, and is. So today, if I just want to summarize, we have seen variables, we have seen keywords, we have seen data types. There are still data types. We have not touched list, tuple, sets. There are many things. We have seen slicing of a string, and we have seen a basic comparison operator. Okay. There are many operators. We'll go in depth. Okay, I can't teach you everything in a first session. The only thing is basics of Python is something we want to cover. Now this was the first session. Now give me a heads up that what all things you have understood. Is there any questions in this today's what we have learned? Is this clear to everyone? Give me a quick heads up.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, come on. I think so. There are still 37 people who are seriously learning. I just got 10 years.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Kalyani was like, I will be 11. Come on. Guys, come on. There are 37. I need yes in a.
related issue.
Sorry, Surya?
ID. Can you explain again?
Which
ID
one?
related.
ID. Acha, ID related. Okay. Now, Surya, so what happens is, whenever a object gets created, okay, now let's start with a fresh example. Now, if I put a equals to 10, now let's say a equals to 50. Now, what happens in the backend is, there will be one object. Let's not go with object. Let's consider in one box. Python tells that box in box I'll store this a equals to 50. You understood this? In one box we have stored a equals to 50.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I want to store b equals to 50, Python tells that, boss, even if your values are same, I'm not going to store in the same box where a is there. I'll create new box for b, and I'll store b equals to 15 new box. Is this clear, Surya?
Yeah.
Now what happens is, if I want to change something, now from a, if I want to change to a equals to 70, Python tells that, boss, now I have one box for a. Now if you want to update, I can't give you new boxes. What I'll do is, I will update in the same similar box of a. Now what happens is, a where there was a equals to 50, it will be a equals to 70. Understood?
Yes.
Now, if I want to see the ID of a, this will be a new box. Basically the same box of a equals to 50. And ID of b will be different, because even if the values are same, the boxes will be different.
Can you give me example for true IDs are equal?
Now this, sorry, now isn't it stored in the same?
We want to say false statement.
Sorry.
We only see false
Ah,
statement.
sorry, I didn't get you. Can you come back? Acha, you want to see where IDs are same?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you guys give me an example where IDs are same? Guys, come on. Can you guys give me an
A
example where
equal to
IDs are
50, A equal to 60.
same? If I put A equals to 50
A equal to 60.
and A equals to, let me type, what is the ID of A? 304. And if I put A equals to 60, if I put ID of A, this is new ID.
Oh, sorry, if we say A equal to 50 and A equal to 50, I think so. I got confused.
So, okay, now I'll tell you. So what happens? What we did here? So if I put b equals to 50, and if I put ID of b, this is 304. Now this is an homework for you. How this ID came similar. Okay, we have seen ID assigning two different IDs. One is ID with A with 100, A with 50, and A with 60, giving two different IDs. We have seen A equals to 50, B equals to 60, and giving two different IDs. But this is an homework. How come ID of A is coming same here?
Because the values are same for.
Right. Now, if I tell if A equals to 100, and if I tell B equals to 100, will be the same? Now,
Yes.
can you tell me what print A equals to B? What will be the output?
It's a boolean.
True.
How many people think it is true? How many think it is false?
True.
True, sir.
Hmm?
True, sir.
It will be true. And now what will be print of A is B?
So false.
False.
Are you
True,
sure?
sir.
We just saw something now.
Sir.
No, it's
False.
true. Or
False.
false or true?
False.
True, sir.
False.
True.
False.
Who is telling true? Can you guys raise your hands?
Me, sir.
True.
Hmm.
Because we are creating the same ID.
Same ID.
We are sorry. You guys have told right answer, but the reason is wrong. The reason is we are storing the same value with
Same.
the same IDs.
Yes.
We are storing with the same value with the same ID. Okay. Now there is one homework for you guys. Okay. Now I'll tell A equals to 1, 2, 3 and B equals to 1, 2, 3. Now can anyone tell me print A is B? Is A is equal to B?
False.
False.
Hmm?
True,
This
sir.
is an homework for you now. I don't want an answer for you now. I want you guys to try this. Now we tried here something where we used a list or something, right? And
False.
we tried here. Now I want, is it true or false? I don't want an answer now. I just want you to try. And if it is false, as you guys are telling it is false, I need an answer why it is false. And I'm telling you, the whole answer is in the same session itself, what we have done today. Can you guys think about it after the session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Think about this. Sorry, I just run data. Okay. Now think about this. Print A equals to B.
It is true.
This people got, huh? Okay. Now I'll not tell you the reason, but why it is false. See, we tried A equals to 100, B equals to 100. And when I put A is B, it is true.
Because it's a value we created, but it's in the list, right?
Right. Shashi.
Um,
Very true. Now, people who don't understand, this is an homework for you. People who got it, then people who got it, I will give you one more task. Find me where, if I do with this, when there are immutable things, how can I do this? If you don't get it, that's fine. People who got it, the only homework for today, guys, for you guys is right now, why this is false and why this is true. That's simple. Will you guys do it for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You guys do it for me. Are you sure? Guys, are you sure?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Paka,
Yes,
will
sir.
you guys do it?
yes.
So, any doubts in today's
Yes.
session? Any doubts in today's session?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Guys, was I fast for you? I need that feedback because I just need to understand, was the speed was good? Will you were able to understand the things?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Possible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Other-
Sir, can you provide a record, sir?
Kalan, the recording will be there. You don't need to worry about it.
Boot class, sir.
Hmm?
This class, sir.
Yeah, this class recordings will be provided.
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm? Done. But
When is
it
when
was
is
clear to
this
you.
session, sir?
Sorry, Shashikala?
When you will take next session, like a next class?
Next section will be on Friday. Every alternative days we'll be having a session.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now this was a basic session. This was a foundational session. I hope you guys with me. I don't know how many people have got the things or not, but what I will try to tell you is be with me for the complete session. You will get something out of the session. So make sure now today, as we got one task to solve, every session we will get one task to solve. Okay. So practice the things. If you have any doubts, you can reach out. You can just try to solve the things from your side. Watch the recordings. If you still not get it, try to reach out and we'll be there to help you. But the only thing we need is some hard work after the session. Thing is, tomorrow, if I ask you what are keywords, you should be able to answer what are the keywords. If I ask you what are identifiers, variables, you should be able to tell you that. Okay. I just need after the session, guys, just spend 30 minutes of what all things we have learned. Try to make notes. If you try to write it down, that would be very good. If not, at least try to make notes in your laptop or a mobile or wherever it is possible. Make notes so that while writing, you guys, it actually gets fits in your mind. And that's what we need. Okay. Now, today we are good. Guys, can you give the last yes to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We're
sir.
excited for the session.
Sir,
Yes,
may I know your name, please?
Oh, Shashikala. Is this the first session, Shashikala?
Yes, sir.
Acha, okay. So if whoever who don't know me, my name is Abhay Desai, and I'll just give you my quick introduction. I'm a VP of product, vice president of product in a fintech company where we have built products for Airtel, ICICI Bank, many banks, and with integrations of AI and all. I am a vice president there. I also run a company called Connectify, and I've sold my first company at a $22 million valuation. I've done I've done many certifications like AZ204, 400, AWS Cloud Architect, Red Hat certifications and all. So coming from a tech background, tech and product background, so that's where, and I love training. I It's been, I think so, 4 years for me. I'm doing training every day. I love teaching. I love interacting, making helping people's career to grow, and making if I am able to get someone placed, that's the best feeling for me, and that's the reason I keep doing this. This is a short introduction of me. I hope you got me, guys. Any
Thanks.
feedbacks you can, if you have any feedbacks, you can just let me know if I am fast or you need more explanation. Anything, if you have, you can just let me know. You can put in the chat box. I'll read out there anything. And if you like the session, just put if it was a great session, if you think it was a great session, just put in the WhatsApp group that it is a great session. We'll just waiting for the next session, so that it motivates others as well, and it motivates you as well. So if you think it was a good session, please drop out a message in WhatsApp, guys. Okay. I think so. That's it from my side. I think so. I valued your 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We'll connect again.
Thank you,
Sure.
sir.
So much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
you. Bye, sir. Bye.